All right, to continue. Apparently, I ran out of memory on the other phone. So, like I said, we're still over here with the 71. Oh, jeez. I can't even get this thing in here right. But, wow, it's a much better image. I think so far. Let's see. Anyway, so the guy says he's got a 396 in this one, 71. Look at the plate, 396 SS, right? See, 396 is technically considered a big block, even though a 400 is technically considered a small block. So, well, he's got air conditioning in here. He's got the whole billet pump pulley and everything. He's got a brand new brake boost. You got power brake. I've yet to see one of these cars with hydro boost. So, all right. Oh, now those are some wheels. Those Foose wheels. Those are fierce. All right. And then this one also is a convertible. You know, A bodies, classic. Of course, I prefer Oldsmobile over an A body. You know, jeez. You know what it was? I got the screen dirty from spitting on it, from talking too close to it. But this one, right? Yeah, this is beautiful right here. This one here is beautiful. All right. Then we got the quintessential Cadillac Eldorado. Now, you go from a solid red tail light and the inside reverse lights. That's how you tell what year it is, because these cars stayed in production until 1979, even though the engines that they had after 1977, they only came with a 425 7-liter V8. This one is cool. It's got that canary yellow vibe to it. Now, a lot of times when people buy old Cadillacs, it is all of these extensions and these bumper trims that rot out. But you can still get them. There's still a company somewhere that makes them. What you do is you order them and they come unpainted. Those and then this trim piece right here. And then you take the car over to your body shop and you match that with the body color and paints it. You know? It's the same thing for the cars of this era, the Oldsmobiles and the Buicks that also have these trim pieces, the Tornados, the Rivieras, and the Deuce of the Quarters. All right. Oh man, look at those tires. Those are beautiful. It's like Royal Seal, right? Yeah, those are. Oh man, Vogues. Yeah, man, Vogue tire. Vogue tire. What's it say? It says wide something. Wide track touring tire. Right. This car is painted also because on the side it would say Cadillac right here or V8. So this car has also been repainted. This guy, you know, it's got the nice. I always love these banana cream colors, man. You know, the tan leather inside with the yellow on the outside. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, what's this here? This here is. All right, well, this over here is another G body, so we'll just do a quick run around that one. But this one actually has a damn suit. Yeah, it's a supercharger on it. Sort of on the sloppy side of things, look at the fitment and everything. But still, he's got twin supers on it. We got a supercharger right there and one right there. You know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we make note of that because of these superchargers he's got in this sucker. No, no. Once again, these are turbos also, aren't they? Because they're not belt driven, so these seem to be run off the exhaust manifold. But this is a twin turbo. This is a twin turbo. Now this here, this is the Firebird Ram 350. It's boring. There's another Buick. This is a Buick Century, I believe. You know, it's a Buick Century 53. It's for sale too. Last year for the straight head 8 mini rebuilt parts, excellent condition, make an offer in 1953. You know, so this makes me think this is a track car because of the weld wheels he's got in the front. the cracked windshield, which is not going to pass inspection. The well wheels in the rear. You know, this is definitely a track car. Buick 8 Special. So, yeah, man. This Buick is nice, man. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, look at that big old steering wheel. Look at that big old steering wheel. Oh, right. When I come way over here to the far end of the lot, that's when they start playing Quincy Jones. You know, come on, man. And apparently, this is not an automatic. What it is what do they call it? A fluid drive. It's got that fluid drive where it's like an automatic, but it's just pretty much a viscous clutch that you operate mechanically like a manual until you get to third gear, and then you get highway speeds at that point. This is a motorcycle. Who cares what it is? 63 vet. You know, we're going to travel Route 66. You know, never seen one of these really up close. You know, what is that? That is definitely, these cars didn't come with huge displacement, the first generation. The first generation Corvette only came with a straight 6. But this is the second generation now. So it's a C2. Looks like a 350 to me. You know, another Eldorado. And this one looks older. This one looks like 76. So 76 you could get other than a 425. In 76 you could get a 500, which is 8.2. Or you can get a 472, which was, I don't know, 7 point something. But I believe this is a 472 because it's got the Cadillac valve covers on it. It's got the Cadillac air cleaner tray. It's got also, the thing about this is a front wheel drive car. But look how they engineered this thing where the engine, right? The engine is right here. The transmission sits off to the side on this car. So the transmission is over here on this side. Right there in the back. See? The engine sits up like this and the transmission sits up like that. And it has axle shafts that come down like at a 45-degree angle to the wheels to drive the wheels. That is a turbo hydro 425. See, at this point in time in history, man, General Motors had great engineers. They just come up with some really great stuff, man. You know? What you doing there? You trying to deliver a baby or something? Yeah. I don't know. I'm assuming this car has a non-functional fuel sending unit, and they're using a stick or a rod to find out how much fuel they have in the car. I'm assuming. But anyway, back to this one. So as you can tell, right? See, that's a 4-barrel, which tells me this has got to be a 472. You know? Oh, you can't get it started?
Either my fuel pump is shot or I got vapor lock.
Oh, yeah, right. You know, but I said, man, you know, like I said, at this point in time, General Motors had great engineers. Come up with this car, I mean, you know, this chassis was first year for the Oldsmobile. Spent 2 years as an Oldsmobile, then they put it in the Cadillac. Work out the bugs. But just look at this, man. You know, look at that transmission and how that comes out. Transmission bolts up to the, it bolts up to the air back of the engine, comes out sideways, off into the side. This is just genius, man. You know, all he says, you know, he doesn't know if his fuel pump is inoperative or he has got a vapor lock. So he's gonna see if he can start it. Probably vapor lock, man. Oh shit. You know, like vapor lock then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
want to see if it's coming up from the filter. See it's going up on you.
Yeah, it is.
You got it. It's
Yeah.
pumping. It's
Yeah.
pumping. It's pumping. It's pumping.
There you go.
He gave me a cup of gas. We're running. We're running. It's pumping. He gave me a cup of gas. I put it in the vent tube and then gave it a splash. Now it's pumping.
How's it when you give it gas? If you go in there and give it a little gas, see if it wants to fall on its face and fall on you. Then we'll know how your fuel pressure is.
You're pumping. You're good.
I mean, Ralph, I would just do a couple things. This is up to you to stop it, finish vapor.
Yeah, when I get home, I'm going to throw it off the cliff. Come on, keep on with it.
Do you see this line up closer up to the radiator hose,
Yeah.
hugging it? All right. When this gets hot,
I was going to run it around
if
there.
you could bend it around and come this way,
that's what I'm going to do.
Get away from the heat.
I got 3/8 hard line. I got soft line. I got everything at home.
You know what I use?
He helped me. The cup of fucking gas is what did it. I filled up the vent tube.
Yeah.
And now I got gas in the filter. The bowl is. That's pulsating. That's the fuel pump pulsating.
Technical difficulties, folks.
I mean,
Jeez.
like I said, you just gotta watch it. I just hear this shit.
I heard that fucking noise.
The way they have it routed, I mean, that's factory, I would imagine.
I got PTSD. You know, I work in the New York City subway.
Yeah, yeah.
Noises upset.
Don't
I
like
got
noise, right?
PTSD, you know why? Because I'm married. That's why.
There you
I'm
go.
afraid of anything.
There you go.
I hear a fork in the
Listen,
ground.
listen. My wife helped me. She put her hand in this gas tank. She's messing with another man. Okay, in the Corvette, you can put your hand in the gas tank. That's what we got today. That's a factory fuel injection harness. It used to be a fuel injection harness. Yeah. And they suck. Even though the guy over there swears by it, so few of them are still running.
Don't forget, you got to put a metal
Yeah.
filter on that thing.
Well, it had a plastic one. I like the plastic ones.
It's no good.
I like them so I can see if there's debris coming up and stuff.
No, you're not going to get debris.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Listen,
you just need a
let me
pump.
tell you something.
Like
Did
you
you
said,
hear
this is
about
no
the
good.
explosion at the cheese factory?
What?
The only thing that was left was debris. So what are you talking about? I'm not going to get debris.
Did you hear the fight at the candy? Did you hear about the fight at the candy store?
No, tell me.
2 suckers got licked.
Oh my God, that's a
See, I would
coincidence.
move this away because I never introduced heat to a fuel line.
Yeah. No, listen.
Move
This
that
is
away.
where it was.
Run this, run a whole
I just
line.
put the new fuel filter on today because the old one was looking like shit.
See, me, I'm just not a fan of plastic. Because remember before I told you I touched that?
No, I'm gonna. That's a cup of the gas. So we fit it in there. 1 cup of gas, and I'm all right now. Yeah. It's not on the manifold. It's off the manifold. Yeah, I know.
Heat rises. Before when I touched this, that thing was mad hot.
Here's what I'm
Yeah, 76, right? So I said 76. So this definitely would have been a 472. But he said he had fuel injection. So fuel injection would have been on a 500. That would have been on a 500 though.
All right, good.
Because that was a Bosch fuel injection system that they put in this thing.
Yeah, this is the factory fuel injection system.
This is a 500 or 472?
500.
This is 500,
all
right?
Eldorado's got the 500.
The 500 had the fuel injection.
Optional.
Optional, right? Yeah, right. But I thought it was a 472.
Was this alone? If you ever want to put it back on, good luck trying to.
Yeah. Well, somebody changed the intake because they had to change the intake manifold. And the fuel injection valve covers were different too, just because of where the PCB was and shit.
I'm surprised they took the fuel. You know why? It wasn't working. Couldn't get the run right. Gave up on it when carbureted.
Listen,
Yeah,
fuel injection
that's what they did.
model had a specific distributor, and it
Right.
had and there's a control box underneath the glove compartment. Underneath the glove box.
Right.
Who could fix that? Where are you going to get a new one? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, we
just passed you.
main man.
You
We
were going.
listen, we
Five
were
hundred.
just talking about people who wear pink shirts, and here you are, you walk right out.
That's not true. Hey, he gets to use any bathroom he wants.
What's going on? He's a monster. I would have left the fuel injection and figured it out. That's me.
Well, that's that came out '76. The General Motors, because there was this one, the 500, and also the Oldsmobile, the 350, the one that was in the Seville. The same setup.
Right.
It was the same setup, fuel injection setup.
It was a very basic setup.
Basic, yeah, mechanical fuel injection.
Nothing like today.
No, nothing like the '80s. So basically, it was all mechanical. But the thing is, you couldn't. If guys are doing carbs all day, they're not going to want to deal with this until they had to. Like you see that dude over there, he's got the Regal with the twin turbos in it.
Yeah. It's funny. I got my friend. He's dear to me. I love this guy like a brother to me. I always said
Thank you, I appreciate it. You're really nice too.
Anytime. He was having carburetor problems. He called me up. He was like, "B, I know you just put the trim in the car. He goes, I'm doing fuel. I want you to do fuel injection." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll buy it." So I figured he's gonna buy like the basic one.
Right.
This motherfucker spent like 4 G's on a
What'd he get?
Harley Sniper.
Oh no. Everybody has problems with those.
That's what I heard.
What happens is it'll work for like the first 90 days, whatever the base warranty probably is.
I heard the same thing.
Yeah, then what happens is you'll go on a road trip, and then all of a sudden you lose all your parameters.
Somebody told me the same thing.
So if you don't bring the laptop with you, there's no way that you can get because some of those are on there because they tell you it's just plug and play, but nothing is plug and play unless it's coming from the manufacturer because they got engineers that's all they do.
And somebody told me that inside those bowls, there's fuel injector wires that like to back themselves off.
Yeah, because who made the harness? The harness was made in China.
And what's fucked up about that harness is the most dumbest idea.
Yeah.
I've got one harness, but now I have one that's this short. Now I got to try to squeeze in, and then I got another one this long, another one this short.
Cut them open.
Why don't you just put, that's what I said.
No, cut them open. Find out. No, when you cut them open, find out the gauge. Because even though the harness looks like it's 12 gauge, it's not 12 gauge.
Why I was looking, like one was like a number 10.
Right.
Number 6. Then I heat shrink. I soldered heat shrink. Wear it nice and neat now.
Yeah.
But that's what everybody tells me. Like after 3 months, 4 months, you get problems with the
You don't even need to do that. What you need to do is stick with the carb because now everything is CNC machine. So you get a carb like Edelbrock took over Carter's inventory. Right. But now with computers, man, they can make all of the ports and everything like very precise.
Yeah.
So you better off getting an Edelbrock now because even for California, they're suitable versus dealing with.
What I like about them, you just throw them on.
Yeah, exactly.
Only things like with him, he's very into drag race and performance. They was
all right, yeah, that's cool.
Said, yo, but Steve, how we build? He had a very good Barry Grand compass. How we build this shit all day? You buy the kit, I'll do that thing while you wait. I'll have it all done. Not one fuel injection. So, okay, I said, let me tell you what sucks is once you go.
He's gonna go back to carb.
Now to go back this way. Now you gotta stop putting shit
He's gonna go back to carbs. Everybody does. Everybody that gets the Holly, and there's like another one that they get. Everything's supposed to be plug and play.
They say once it runs good and you walk out the bugs. But see, a lot of people were saying the problem they were having was hooking them up. And that was what I was reading in the forums. When you run a Sniper to an MSD box or to an ATI, it doesn't like it too much. He got a Hyperspark. Wildest thing. This thing is just wild. There's no weights in it. There's nothing. It's all little eyes and shit. Supposedly, that's the cure.
No.
Look, like I said, once I'm done,
you remember when the VCR first came out? When the VCR first came out, how would it, if you didn't get a good one, it would eat your tapes up. It would play both reels at the back and forth. And yeah, it's the same thing. Same thing. Eventually they worked all the bugs out, so now you can go get your nice Korean one, and then Korean became the only people making them. So
shit, I remember not even the VCR. Remember the Beta, the big ass
cassette with one huge reel and one tiny reel.
Holy shit, man! You used to throw your back out just carrying that fucking cassette.
Good for porn, though. But,
it's about all like old cable boxes. You press like 3 or 4
right.
And you're like this when you had
the squigglies and everything. These young kids don't know that because they get it right over the internet now.
Oh yeah,
is that a titty? They don't know that struggle. Right. Oh man, you yeah.
Oh man, it's a pleasure, man.
You too, bro. You too, man. All right. Okay, folks. I don't know how much time I got left on this memory card, but this is Z28. This is 1960
69.
69. I was just gonna say first gen and call it a day, you know. But he's got a 302 in here. This is nice. This is nice. Reminds me, I got to get a power brake booster, man, because I don't know if the brakes are and that Suburban are bad for that, but I know it's a power brake booster I got to get. 302 is the child of the 283, I believe, and after 302, they went to 327, and then they went to the 350. Definitely generic Chevrolet exhaust manifold, but I like that though. You know,
You see his plate says X63. I mean X33.
this is real beautiful, man. Real beautiful. And then we got another one over here. This one is definitely a stroker. This is a stroker. It's got one huge double pumper 4-barrel carburetor in here. This has got to be 1955 Bel Air. Now, you know, in this lineup, there were 3 of them. There was the 150, which was the base model. There was the 210, which was the intermediate. And then there was the Bel Air, which was the top of the line. So this is the Bel Air, the 1955, because it's got the 2-tone paint job, which another reason you can only get that on the top of the line. And it's got special trim on it. But I'm not really a Chevy guy. I wish somebody here would have a Ford, but they don't. So this one looks like a big block to me, but I couldn't tell you what it is. You know, I was gonna say Stroker 383, but for all I know, man, it's probably another 409. I can't really tell. Oh, Barracuda. It's got to be like the only Chrysler in the whole damn show, besides that raggedy PT Cruiser down at the other end. You know? All right, let's get it up. Oh. Ooh, see? I know I gotta hold it because it keeps falling out. I gotta hold it. With this gauge, doesn't really fit on here, and I don't want to. I gotta see how much memory I got on the other phone. I didn't know because I'm running out of daylight, so also gotta. Jeez, I gotta. All right, anyway, this is Barracuda, and it says it has a 440 in it with a 6-pack. 6-pack. I really would like to see it under there. Oh, fuck, man. I'm gonna have to hold it like this. Right. That'll work. No, that'll work. Jeez. Keep dropping this thing. I'm gonna wind up. It's got a Mopar battery in it. Look, it's got a dual brake cylinder, but it's got no brake booster. So it's got manual brakes with a 440 and a 6-pack. That is crazy. He's got the Road Rally wheels on it. You know, Steve Maggs, he really loves these wheels. That's 4.5 bolt spacing. This is what I was saying, that these wheels, you can get these wheels on a B body, an E body, and also a C body. So they're very popular wheels. You know, nice interior. You see, this one appears to be painted. There's a decals 440 on it. This is a great decal. You know, then don't tell me that's the original spare. Radial, bias ply, raggedy donut looking thing. You know, these are unibody cars also. This trunklet is very narrow, man. So, all right, let me stop this right here and then start it up again. I got one more row and then I get out of here. I got this row right here, and I got another. This is another Grand National, but this one here is a bona fide Grand National because, see, it says Grand National on it. It says Grand National right on it. The other one didn't say Grand National. The other one said T-Type, and the one over there didn't say anything, but it was a twin turbo. Now, see this one right here? See, look, it says 3.8 SFI turbo. So this guy, This is the color that came in. This was the end of the run right here. Those wheels didn't come with it. It came with smaller wheels, 15s. These are like 17s, Coopers. And you can see the turbo right there. It's got an oxygen sensor and a turbo tube, you know. And this is a 3.8 V6. And this is looks like a 90-degree V6. So Buick had this motor in the 60s, sold it to American Motors. They needed a fuel-efficient V6. They bought it back from American Motors, and now it became the legend that you know today. So, you know, it's got the traditional headrest on it. So this looks like, I don't know how to read the VIN code on the General Motors car from this era, but it's got the paint scheme on it. It's got the right badging on it. It's got the right engine in it. So you can say this is actually a real Grand National. Of course, like I said, if a guy's going for a G-body, and a guy like me, make an effort to find an Oldsmobile. All right, well, you didn't. Okay, well, let me do a little bit of an adjustment. I still didn't get my ice cream. I got this row right here, and then I believe it may be too dark to continue, but I would have covered all the cars that are here, and then I can go get my ice cream. Whew. All right.